what was our purpose for being there? And I think both in Iraq and Afghanistan, we overstayed what we should have done. Even the first deployment when we were going into Afghanistan, I remember having arguments with my teammates going, dude, we're going to be in and out of here in 18 months. We're not going to be here 5 years from now. So we hit our second year of being there. I was like, what in the fuck are we doing? Why are we flooding Afghanistan with tens of thousands of people, conventional forces, when our job is to go get UBL? Like, we're not here to democratize Afghanistan. And it had been tried many times in history where people have tried to come in and take over Afghanistan, and it never works. And there's reasons for that, terrain being one of the most important, but tribalism being another. The same thing in Iraq. Like, we went in, we did a lot of things, but then we ended up creating this. We created an environment for things that happen to happen, in my opinion.
And well, can you expand? I'm glad you brought back up Afghanistan. Let me jump back there real quick before we get back to Iraq. Were you surprised how the Afghanistan war came to an end?
I was angry, surprisingly angry. Because at this point, I'd been retired for a decade. I've had the opportunity of distance of emotion, but I'll tell you, like, it angered me almost to the point of 9/11 anger. Like, when 9/11 happened, I remember having anger that, like, I could just feel it inside me. The same thing with the withdrawal of Afghanistan. I think we couldn't have fucked that up anymore. I also have a great pride in the exfil of Afghanistan, and the reason being is combat controllers ran Kabul airport. Matter of fact, the iconic picture of the general being the last guy off the airfield, it's a great, Time magazine picture. But the last guy off that airfield was a combat controller. That general got on the plane, the combat controller wrapped everything up, made sure everything was clear, you gave the aircraft clearance to take off, hopped on, ramp came up, and they took off. So first in, October 19, 2001, last out August of 2021. I have a great amount of pride of how our guys pulled things together. They brought calm to chaos as much as they could, despite the administration not having their shit together. So I'm real proud of what our guys did there. But the way our country pulled out of Afghanistan is absolute travesty. That it causes a lot of anxiety across the entire force. Anybody who's a warfighter in that war has anger towards that.
I can absolutely believe that. Your comments echo what many people have told me. It is kind of one of those, it's a balance, because like you said, there's a lot of pride to be taken in the heroic actions of guys at the airfield, saving as many people as they could. And at the same time, you gotta kind of sit back and wonder, like, how the hell is this situation even, how did we allow the conditions for a situation like this to even occur? I just got two more questions in Iraq for you. One's going to be about your time with the SAS, your mission with the SAS. But before that, Zarqawi. I have been fascinated by Zarqawi forever. Even more fascinated, I think, by Zarqawi than by bin Laden. Again, young people watching this have probably never heard that name before this very moment. What was it like being in Iraq when the hunt for Zarqawi was underway?